Janice here, Caribbean Garden Life. Now, I was unceremoniously reminded that I haven't done an update on my garden or the veggie garden for quite a while. So I'm going to do a quick, probably do it in short videos, small videos of what's happening, and I'll basically rectify the situation. So the first thing I want to do is show you what's been happening in my makeshift greenhouse cum netting. You need to see what I mean by you need to see what I mean. So let me just show you that. So you'd have heard me lament in other videos, previous videos, the problems I have with squashes or cucumbers, squashes, tomatoes, and the bugs. So what I did, and I've kind of created a rather makeshift contraption, and then I decided to what's the word I can use? Well, I MacGyvered it for one thing, and basically make it on an epic scale. So I made this rather not perfect in design, but it's doing the job. Kind of PVC pipe greenhouse type effect. It's not a greenhouse per se, 'cause it's not made of glass, because obviously it's warm enough out here. I don't need to get the full effect. Let me see if I can get a whole view of it. So it's pretty large, but it's actually keeping in the tomatoes and peppers and the squashes, and dare I say, it's doing actually a pretty good job. Pretty good job. It's made up of PVC pipe, as you can see, some old mosquito netting, some garden netting. I all believe in recycling, and some rebar through the pipes to help it stay up, because when it gets a bit windy, it gets a bit precarious. In fact, I'm saying when it's windy today, you can see it blowing. I want it to be able to come down, because if we have a hurricane, I need to be able to take it down to stop it blowing away. So we're going to have a look and see what's been happening inside. I check it every day. It's doing a really great job of what I want it to do. So let's have a look and see what's happening inside. Like I said, it's in no way is it perfect. You can see I've got some slip tees there I've even used a little bit of bike inner tube to kind of hold the connections together. As I said, I want to be able to take it down, so it can't be a permanent fixed structure, but it is doing a great job when it comes to protecting my squashes. You can see the zucchini starting to spring back up. Look at this, my crookneck squash. As you said, it doesn't have the issues with the bugs. I'm going to come out and tie these up so they're a bit more vertical later today. Tomatoes are doing well. As you can see, I've got some tomatoes that are ready to pick there. Still got netting inside. And the reason I've got the netting inside, the netting bags, is that mice still get in. You can see here's my mice traps, my rat traps. I bait them with peanut butter, and yeah, probably a couple a week I get a couple of mice. You can't be squeamish out here. This is my patty pan squash. I tried and failed a couple of times with these squashes, and this is going to be, I think, one of the best times I've had. I got the odd one, but I really wanted to have a little more security in here. I'm not doing a very good job with this camera, but as you can see, it's doing really well. Got some peppers, some cubanelles coming in there. That's doing really well. And I just did it, as I said, I kind of worked on it and put it together as I went along, and it's doing a great job. It's doing the job I want it to do, so I really can't complain. So for those of you wondering if it's something you can do, I just went on YouTube, literally YouTube, Pinterest, looked for some PVC greenhouse plans. As I said, I was nowhere near perfect with the measurements and stuff, and I kind of worked it out as I went along, but with some PVC elbows and those angle joints and what they're called, slip tees, I was able to fashion something that's working really well for me in the garden. So yeah, so that was my, as you can see, it doesn't even have a door, look. I hold it up using snap clamps. That's the other thing I got, snap clamps. That holds all the netting on, holds the netting on to stop it flying off. So nothing really scientific, but it does the job. And I've always said it doesn't have to be pretty, but it does need to get the job done. So that's my netting PVC greenhouse. Show me yours. in the nicest possible way. Show me your ideas. What ideas have you got? How are you protecting your squashes in the garden or your plants from the bugs? It's a great time right here for us now. It's a little cooler, so it's a really good growing time. So yeah, I'd love to hear more about what you're doing in your gardens. And if you like what you've heard, don't forget to rate, review, share, subscribe, ting the bell, whatever you need to do, and to stay connected to what's happening in the Caribbean garden. Take care.